So this is a really, really nice one bed ground floor flat. I'll show you the kitchen in a minute so you can see what I mean. The tenants left about 2 months ago, I believe. Normally this gets let out straight away, but the landlord had to do some works to the property. And obviously we've been taking viewings in the meantime, but you know, it should have been let by now. Now, it was the middle of winter, it's a very slow market, but still, it's a really nice apartment. Really nice property, and that's an example. There you go. So really well made, all that sort of stuff. And I can't work out why it's still available. So I'll pop down and have a look, and you know, it's just best practice to go and have a look with your own eyes. And I think I can kind of see why, you know, things that can be done to this property to make it more attractive to the prospective tenants in challenging markets. So it is empty, but for example, the fence has fallen down. So we need to send somebody out there. I'm guessing it's been blown down recently due to winds. But obviously, if you don't come and spot these things, then it will never get seen. Some cobwebs up there as well. Now, I think that's going to be difficult for our cleaning team to do, but we'll have to send somebody out. I mean, the previous tenant really looked after the place. Annoyingly, there's little stuff like that, which, you know, this is why you shouldn't, when you're renting a property, you shouldn't stick stuff to walls, because it looks fine. And these are probably, I would have thought, probably maybe fairy lights, would have looked really nice, but because you use tape, now they've damaged the wall. You can't touch that up. You'd literally have to paint the whole wall. As an example, this is what touching up a wall would look like. You can see the difference here. You can see someone touch up there. Now, this whole thing would have to be painted. So, you know, it's just wear and tear, which is perfectly normal. Like, you know, that's what you expect when tenants live out property. Unfortunately, I wouldn't want to provide this to a new tenant. So, although it's wear and tear, you can't charge a tenant for it, and you shouldn't really charge a tenant for it. Similarly, you can't let it out as it is. And you can't just touch it up either, because that's a touch up there. You'd have to repaint the whole wall. So this is some of the sort of hidden costs of being a landlord. So for example, now this wall has to be repainted. That wall is probably going to have to be repainted. It's just little stuff like this, which, you know, little blemishes here and there is fine. This is probably where the bin was. Little blemishes here and there is fine, but, you know, scattered around, unfortunately, is going to, like that, for example, adds up, and it will make a place look not very attractive. And I think the landlord, unfortunately, has also left some materials here, which is not going to make a good impression. So we need to get that removed. Bathroom, I just need to get it cleaned, really. Again, it's just annoying. So that just has to be cleaned more than anything. Some cobwebs there. Yeah, it's just what happens when a property is empty. And I think so. The carpet in here needs cleaning. It's just annoying. This is probably from the viewings, to be fair, because you can just see sort of mud and dust and stuff. Although that probably needs cleaning as well. And really, there should be some blinds here, but the landlord didn't want to provide it for this property for some reason. Personally, I would put blinds there or a curtain there, and along here as well. And also there's a light bulb missing. My name's Nguyen. We let manage high quality HMOs and single lets in and around Birmingham, so I'm going to have to do some work to this property now to get it back to our sort of standards, and then let the tenants know. All right, hope that's been helpful. See you guys in the next one. Bye.